What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and welcome back to another Fortnite news video. V19.20 just released a few days ago, and with it came a lot of new leaks. Some interesting ones are going to save to go more in depth in a future video. However, the main one I want to focus on today's video is going to be the brand new clambering feature, which will literally let you climb up mountains on your own. We'll be talking more in depth about how this is going to work, and we'll also be showing you guys a weird little glitch you can currently do on the Fortnite island. So without further ado, let's start off by talking about clambering. So based on the current leaks that are available to us and the things currently in the files, there really isn't that much going on, but since we know that this feature is going to be called clamber, and since we know that features that, you know, have actually modified how we work, such as sliding, have been called sliding in the game files before, we can assume that based on the description of clamber, which is to climb, move, or get out of something in an awkward or lubrous way, can actually be hinting at what this upcoming feature is. So before we start our speculation, let's talk about what's actually in the files. So currently, Epic Games are working on a new feature called Clamber, which is also codenamed Cucumber. For some reason, they did not use the codename in the files. They only referenced the codename inside of the non-codenamed version. Now, currently, it uses the landing dust particle effects from the Flippin' Sexy emote and sound files for jumping. Now, these sound files are more like a robotic-y jump, such as if you were using a jetpack, but they are working on jumping sounds and the dust particle effect for something called clamber. Now, based on my actual research on what clambering, of course, is, and on the files right now, it appears that Epic Games might be working on a way for us to actually climb up mountains. And as we know, there are some pretty mountainous areas. I mean, especially if you look at the Daily Bugle, it'd be the best place to actually go and just climb up at, just because of how actually big, you know, the volcano ash area is around it. And my personal opinion on this is this might be a way for them to keep the Spider-Man aesthetic slightly in the game by removing the web shooters, you know, once the season ends, you know, once the whole entire agreement with Spider-Man's, you know, stuff ends. Maybe they'll be using a new system to try keeping the feeling of being able to swing around, being able to grab up stuff in the game, because of course, you know, they can't just use Spider-Man's intellectual property over and over again unless the company themselves agree with it. But for today's question, comment of the day, I want to know down below, what do you think's going on behind the scenes here? How do you think this clambering system is going to work? Do you think it will be an item, or do you think it will be like the sliding feature where you'll be able to do it literally whenever you want to? But with that said, it's time to go into our second topic, which is a very interesting glitch going on with the Foundation statue. As you guys know, over at the Sanctuary, there is the Foundation statue, and it usually just stands there. You can't break it, you can't really do anything with it. However, recently a glitch was discovered where if you grab off-road tires and instead of putting them on a vehicle, throw it at the Foundation itself, you can actually fling the Foundation into the air, and if you plan yourself properly, you know, you plan the throw correctly, you can even throw it further on the island, and if your friends hop on it, you can throw them out of the storm. So I was playing earlier with a buddy of mine named Izzy Is and their friends, and I'm just going to let the clip roll for itself so you can see not only my perspective of what happened, but also their perspective of us throwing a actual rock statue around on the island.
What's
3, 2, 1, throw 'em.
What? Where'd he go?
Ta-da.
He's gone. No, look, he's up in the sky. He's up in the sky. Look, there he is. He's falling.
Oh my God!
He's falling. This is.
And then on his head. Ah.
I got on him. I'm on the rug.
I'm going to hit his butt.
Illegal Fortnite moments. Oh! I took so much fall damage from what?
You know, out of things I was expecting, this was not one of them.
What the hell? Where am I going? Help! 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 I'm in the storm! No! Help! Please help!
So yeah, definitely get in game and mess around with this just gimmick, you know, this goofy glitch while it's here, because of course Epic Games is probably going to fix it in the future, because, you know, it might suck if you're just playing the game normally, swinging around as Spider-Man, and then out of nowhere, the rock just falls on your head and you die. It could cause some very interesting things, but as of right now, just mess around with it. And it's not only the Foundation that is affected by this, other things such as, you know, the actual, like, drill, crane, scoopers, whatever you want to call them, I'm very scientific with these names, of course, can be thrown around with this glitch as well. So definitely go around, grab some off-road tires, and see what all you can mess around with. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed today's YouTube video. If you did, consider subscribing and support the content I create, and I'll catch you all champs and champettes tomorrow with another YouTube video. Peace out.